And we're here.
How you doing? How are you doing?
Well, we're here again to talk about the wonderful book that my beloved is writing called The Truth About Marriage. And the second chapter is, of course, depression. Over to you, depressed one.
All right, I'm just going to read the first paragraph. I have to laugh. One of my writers group read the first line of this book. It starts out, have you ever wondered how you can sometimes hate the one you love? And that person wrote, no. In other words,
Because they were lying.
they've never wondered.
They were lying. We all know that, so...
So, I'm deeply aware that my experience of marriage could be as different from yours as a double bacon top cheeseburger and a vegan bun.
Vegan bun every
A
time.
vegan bun. And it'll be the same with depression. There's a research foundation called the Hope for Depression that says in the United States, depression affects over 18 million adults, which is 1 in 10 in any given year.
Wow.
I guess if you live alone and work in a basement, it doesn't matter. Well, we're all kind of alone right now, aren't we? It doesn't matter if you get depressed because you're not bothering anyone. But if you're married, your morbid, miserable, Mancusian self, I don't understand what that means, affects the very bricks and mortar of your dwelling. So depression affects your marriage. And if you believe in energy, vibration, and quantum physics, depression is a seeping disorder giving seepage that spreads like damp sewage. And it doesn't exactly drown people. It's talking about depression. It just stinks up the place, leaving very little space for anything good to happen. And sometimes that's what I have, like yesterday. Well,
And
it
the
wasn't
day
yesterday,
before,
but
and
it
the
was...
day before, and the day before.
So, are you saying I get depressed every day?
What, would I say that?
You would say that.
What?
You would say that, because you're Jeff G. You would say that. And here we are moving the freaking camera again and putting your hand over.
I can't. I want to do that.
Oh,
Why does that
Jesus.
not work?
You know what?
There you are, it works.
Is your partner just getting up your nose? Do you feel like giving it up?
The centre of
Do
attraction.
you feel like
by
who is
Valerie
this
G.
person that I married that is so annoying? Do you ever feel like that? Because I
See,
do.
that's why you get depressed.
I think
'cause
maybe
you
it
think
is,
things like
because it's
that.
all your fault.
Well, that's a given. Hello?
So anyway, yeah.
So what do we do about depression? Because it's there all the time. Everybody has it at some degree or another.
Do you get depressed?
Oh, yeah.
What about what? You've got such a wonderful wife, a wonderful life.
That's what I get
Why
depressed about.
would you ever get depressed?
Yes, never.
Why is your head so much bigger than I? Why are
Because
you
I've got a
loving...
big head. As you keep telling me.
Now, if I come forward like that, mine's as big as yours.
I
It's
don't
just
think
that...
it's even close to mine. Look, go on, get in there. Nothing. I've seen more meat on a butcher's
I want to
pencil.
lick your face. No, blah, blah, blah.
God, that's horrible. Look at that. Covered in goosebumps.
Anyway, yeah, I do
Right.
suffer from depression. Not clinical, I don't think. Although one time I did. But mainly, it's just kind of... It's just... Well, there was that one time when I just lay in bed and
Yes, for
wanted
17
to
years.
die. Like, shut up. It's very serious.
I thought you said you wanted humour in
I
this.
did.
Hello? That's because you're a serious head.
I am a serious
I think
head.
serious heads get more depressed than idiots like me who don't really have very good, clear thoughts about
Although,
anything. We're just happy to be around.
Strangely enough, a lot of comedians commit suicide. So where's that?
That's because they're living with someone like you.
Oh, that's so cruel and unnecessary.
Oh, God.
God.
Serious again. But what do we do about it? You've got to tell them. Help them.
Well, what I do is I talk to myself a lot, and I talk to Jeff a lot, and so I don't really like being depressed, except for sometimes. Sometimes it's great just to lie in bed and, you know, kind of give up, and I don't want to do it today. But if it goes longer than a half hour to being an hour, and then it's the morning, and then it's the whole day, it just doesn't feel good.
Right.
I think you know what I feel like when I'm depressed and lying in bed? It feels like all my blood is just sinking to the very bottom. Not my feet.
To your bottom? Or?
No, because I'm lying horizontal, but it just kind of like sinks, you know, to just kind of coagulates in various places. Yeah, it could be like my bum and the back of my head, and depending on if I'm lying on my front or my back. And then it just kind of like, you know, so I just
it
have
eats
to
you away. So how quickly...
Self-talk. Action. Get up. Have a cup of tea.
Get up. Take action. Move. Just makes the depression go away. Seriously. But it's the getting out of bed and doing the action.
Oh, you're so right, Mr. G. It's the getting out
and
of
she's
bed.
like this. This is why. She
What?
gets depressed. Serious head.
Well, I thought I was being a little bit funny.
Oh, is
then.
that funny?
I thought so. Anyway, let me ask you this. Because
Yes.
you don't get as depressed as I do. How do you feel when I get depressed? So,
Bloody
like,
murder.
so if I wait, do you wake up every morning wondering, is she depressed today?
Yes.
Really? Oh my God, I've got COVID. No, hopefully not. Hopefully that's just a non-recurring.
Keep the insurance going.
Non-recurring cough.
Oh. Sorry, I was just sitting more comfortably.
So,
Because the blood
oh,
had...
Jaya, you're going to move it again. Why do you have to keep moving the camera?
Just bear with me. I'm really good at this.
All right. I think most people just leave it.
Anyway, we're back
Yes,
to
okay.
depression. So you've got to do what?
No, I was asking you how you feel in the morning when you wake up.
I've told you.
Oh,
Is she
like
going to be all right today?
Oh God, see just that very thing that you live with someone who's thinking, is she going to be all right today? Is very depressing. Right?
You want it every which way but loose.
No,
I've never met anyone like you.
In fact, sometimes when you come in, you know, you're kind of like, how are you today? I just want to say I'm freaking depressed, because who wants someone asking them that? You know, how are you doing?
Some people,
Are you
a
feeling...
lot of people would actually like that. It's called being kind.
No, it's
being
not
involved
being kind.
in the
It's
partnership.
being a dick.
Having a relationship.
No, it's kind of like
Communicating.
it's like an expectation of.
Oh, you've got
Are
this
you all
terrible
right?
thing about...
What?
Well, what is it called where you can't take any... If I say, how are you, it's like...
No, it's kind of like, it's like you're treating me like a victim, you know. How are you today?
And you're not?
It's kind of like a David Copperfield, you know, like, are you all right today? Can I bring you any gruel?
I don't know what that's got to do with David Copperfield, but never mind.
Well, you know, that kind of
He's
like...
the magician,
we're all
right?
stuck in a... No.
No, it's funny. Never
Oh,
mind.
right.
It's lost again. Good.
Um...
I would just keep being depressed if I was you.
No,
Get through your life
listen,
easier.
If I was living with someone depressed, what I would do is I would play some music in the morning.
Which we do.
I do.
You do. Well, I come from a non-music family. Remember?
Right, I do remember.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
so if
telling
you know that, then you know it's. I don't think of things like that.
Well, I'm telling you what to think of. Instead of coming in the morning and when you see me, like, how are you today? Are you feeling all right? I would prefer you put some music on, make me a cup of tea.
Oh yeah, do everything. Yes, do the breakfast, do the cleaning, take out the garbage, and then you'll get out of bed.
Well, you know what? We're making it sound like I'm in bed every morning, which I'm absolutely not. That is not true.
Of course you're in bed every morning, so am I.
I know, but we're talking like as if I'm lying in bed every morning depressed and you have to come in and, how are you this morning? It's not like that.
What's it? Oh, right. Everything is one. So,
Yes.
the key to getting through depression, unless it's a chemical thing, where
Right.
you have to go to the docs, get out of bed, or if you're sitting in a chair going, get up. Go outside, wave at people, smile. If you actually stand up and smile, your depression will go.
Oh my God, I've just noticed something.
What?
Just look at it. You've got a hair coming out of your nose.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's a curly one.
Oh God.
Oh,
Are you sure?
I absolutely am sure. No, I don't think I'm... No, I'm going to have to get the tweezers on it. Or you're going to have to go up with the thing. But, you know...
Go up with the thing.
Go with the...
It's not working. Do it again.
Anyway.
Isn't technology great until it doesn't work and then it sucks the big one?
So, if I were you, I'd be pretty depressed about that hair growing out your nose.
I hate anything to do with mine.
Actually, I think I've got to de-hair you a little bit. There's
Hello.
ears are going on, nose. The Kardashians would never have a program with hairs growing out of different orifices.
And I go into the just before we do this.
Yes.
I go into the mirror and check.
Yes.
So obviously this bastard little hair has popped out as soon as I checked it in the mirror and went, everything's wonderful. And I turn my head, it goes boing.
Well, let me ask you this.
Yes.
Do you open your eyes when you look in the mirror?
Very rude again. Very rude. Very serious head.
Oh no! Listen.
It's no wonder I'm depressed.
No, if you looked at me closely, you would see all kinds of hairs popping out of different places.
I don't want to go there. Sure, please.
There was this like grey one coming out here the other day. I was like, oh my God. And you know what? It's horrible. They kind of spring up overnight. Because like you, I'll look in the mirror and check, and there was not a hair there the day before. And then this one day, there it was, like a half-inch hair.
Hair today, gone tomorrow.
How does that happen? Is
no
that
idea.
God's little joke?
Oh, he's laughing. I think he's fallen off his throne. Laughing so much at us. What a set of individuals we are, human beings. But never mind. Val and I are very happy in our 50-year marriage partnership. Apart from the depression. Have we given enough advice, though?
There's no advice to give. There is no advice to give.
But, well, how do you stop it? Or you don't, though, really, do you?
No, I do.
Oh, you do.
I talk to myself, and I realise I actually don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it because it's boring. Life is very short, and
life is very short.
And I just I get up, I put some music on, make myself a cup of tea.
But I do make you laugh as well, don't I?
You do, yes.
I go out of my way to say something that'll make you smile.
Yes.
Yes. Because I can't bear it either. If you're depressed, it's like, oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Hell hath no fury.
Well, there's no fury. I mean, that's the problem with depression. There is no fury. It would be fine if there was like...
Apart from the screen.
No, depression is like where
Telling
you just...
you what a complete asshole I am.
What?
You go, rah, 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 rah. Rah.
I think absolutely not. That's when I'm angry.
Very
but
good.
Depression is when you just go, you can't be bothered to do anything.
That's true, yes. So it goes depressed, anger, coming out.
No, you're talking about the grief process now. Where are you?
I don't know. What is it?
What's what?
Because you can get angry as well.
Oh, for God's sake, can't you get angry?
Never.
This feels like it's turning into a...
Let's get Val.
Yes, it feels like it's Jeff G's wonderful and not doing anything at all. And there you go.
I think it is this sort of...
Yes.
It is this man-woman thing, because my brain is definitely not big enough to have all the storage that your brain has about the past and nasty things and serious things. I don't have any of that. Don't touch anything. Don't make a noise.
That's not true, babe.
That's
you
not
have
true.
stuff going on. You're listen, you're like, well, just a failure. What am I doing? I haven't done.
Oh,
you
yes,
go into that thing.
I go through the, yes.
Yeah.
What's it all about when you work it out, Alfie? Is it just for the moment you're here? What's it all about when you work it out, Alfie? And so on.
Slightly off key, but...
Oh, always off key. Oh, if I could sing, I'd be on the stage.
To say that.
It leaves in 10 minutes. I'm doing funny stuff here, you know. You wouldn't know it with Humperdinck, but I'm here having a wonderful time. If we don't laugh when she's depressed, or if I'm depressed, because you come and make me smile.
Oh, thank you. Thank God it's not just all me
Well,
ruining the marriage.
It's only once a year for me, but for you, it's every week.
So, yes.
Humour.
Yes.
Communication, of course, we always talk about it.
We never communicate, but we do talk about it.
Very good. So communication, taking action to get you out of your depression.
And right back at you.
No, I'm giving advice to the...
Do you know?
This is what we're talking...
Do you know something?
Right back at you cannot... Do you think everything's about you?
All about me.
It's all about
Do you know
Val.
that you should never give advice unless it's asked for?
I know that.
But do you really?
Not really.
Because
I need to give you advice. My job is to protect and serve.
oh my God.
What?
Yeah. Well, let's go to where did Guinevere and Lancelot live, in Avalon or something?
Camelot.
Camelot.
That was the Kennedys.
So you're back to the story, the
Oh,
fairy
the light
tale.
on the hill at
We all know
Camelot.
what happens to fairy tales. It doesn't
It
happen
all turns bad.
happy ever after usually,
Yeah, somebody dies or is eaten
or
or
has
boiled
to.
alive or
Yeah,
baked in an oven. I mean, it's disgusting. Why the hell do we do these fairy tales?
I don't know.
Anyway, what's that got to do with depression?
Nothing.
So, when you're depressed, well, you've got, I think, a number of alternatives. When you get depressed, you can just wallow in it and say, okay, I'm depressed. Why? Well, because of blah, 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 and I'm just going to stay in bed. Or you can go, I'm depressed. Why? Blah, 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 blah. Wait a minute. This is a bit like old history. Do I need to keep doing this? No. I'm going to get out of bed, smile, and run naked through the neighbourhood.
Which I caught him doing yesterday. You have to stop doing that. At least when you run through the neighbourhood, put your briefs on or your boxer shorts or something.
They deserve a treat.
Go on then, what else?
What else? So you can either wallow in it,
Yes.
if that gets you through, great. Or take action and run naked through the street. Or communicate if you've got a partner about why, how, where, how heavy.
Or you could call somebody up.
Or you could call, absolutely, call somebody up,
Friend.
especially these days.
I can't do 4 with... All right, I'll hold my little pinky down and do 4.
Oh,
Otherwise
you've got
I
very
can't.
strange fingers there as well. What the hell?
Then
oh
you
no, they're
need
straight now.
nail polish
Great.
on. Yes, go on.
So,
And what's 5?
no, I don't think that's it. I think I've done my 4.
All right.
Have you gone a 5th?
Well,
take pills.
No. Well, I tell you what.
I tell you what?
Don't watch the news right now. Don't watch Trump unless you really love Trump, and then I guess
Don't
you
say
can.
if you're a Trumpster,
If you're a
go for it.
Trumpster, go for it and watch him. But for me, not being I've kind of gone from, oh my God, to disbelief to Jesus. It's kind of like I read somewhere that he and his dad liked Napoleon Hill and who's that other one? Think and Grow Rich. So that was Napoleon Hill, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
Wallace Wattles.
yeah, well,
whoever.
yeah, that
Right.
kind of
Next story, please.
positivity. Everything's good no matter what. And I kind of realized, yeah, that is Trump. I mean, it's just we're winning.
Except
we're
he's
going-
saying how bad everybody
Oh
is.
yeah, how bad everybody else
So
is.
it's not really.
All righty. Well,
He's a bottom
Oh,
dweller.
God, he's
but
the
anyway,
most- but-
look, we're doing it now. Politics. Get
no, what
away
I was
from
trying
it.
to
Depression.
say before you kept interrupting
Yes, was.
it doesn't work either. So depression isn't about like, hey, life's really great and I'm just enjoying everything, and no, it can get serious as well because life can be shite sometimes, can't it?
Well,
Life can sometimes be like the asshole of a baboon that you don't want to look at too closely.
No, you can't help it though. If you see a baboon coming on television, you're immediately hoping it turns round because
Well,
you've got to see that
if
multicoloured ass. We can't help it. We love to see weird things.
If you wake up in the morning and find
baboon's
yourself
ass.
mentally looking into a baboon's ass or any ass, get
Enjoy
up
yourself.
and stop looking. So, yeah, you gotta... Well, you know what? I like what Eckhart Tolle said. No, it wasn't him. It was Joe Dispenza. I listen to a lot of self-help
DiMaggio.
people. And he said, be in this moment, in this field of quantum physics, in this moment.
Of being
Don't look at the
depressed.
past. Don't look at the future. But also, what he says is know what you don't like about yourself in the past. So I do that in meditation sometimes. I think, God, I don't want to be depressed anymore. I don't want to go moody. I don't want to sulk like that. And then I think about what I do want to be.
And then you immediately go sulky.
Yeah, it's...
See, you
Jesus,
can't...
I know.
Thinking doesn't work like that.
Oh, crikey.
Just wait till you're depressed and then go through, shall I keep it going for the next 20 years? Shall I get up, take action and run naked through the streets? Shall
God,
I
your fingers are
communicate
really
with my fellow people? Get it off my chest? Take drugs?
Are you doing that because you just had your nails
You
manicured,
just manicured my
by your
nails.
lovely wife?
Very nice. Very nice.
Well, that's
As
another
we say
thing
in Berwyn, nice.
you can do when you get depressed is manicure your nails.
Right.
Make you feel much better.
I'm not sure it would help
Or
me much. but-
cut your bangs. So
Ah,
I was down here with my bangs and I just kind of trim them, and I trim the back of my hair as well. So that was hard to do, but I went like that, kind of.
is that the big hole in the back?
Yeah, it's probably a bit.
Yeah.
But it just kind of lightened the load, you know.
Lightened your heavy load of huge hair. 50 years. Right. So depression is, we have to get rid of it.
It's just.
Talk to the flowers.
Listen, depression, I guess in a way, it's fine in a way. Like, don't we all get depressed sometimes?
Yes.
So it's not like...
It's only the degree and the length of time.
Right.
Right.
I think that's really true. And I think
Yes.
sometimes I kind of enjoy being a little bit depressed because then it makes me, I don't know, breathe,
attention.
take action. Yeah, I do get attention.
It's like a kid crying. You get
Yeah.
attention.
But I don't like that. I don't like the attention that I get. I don't like that when you come in, as I said earlier. Like, how are you doing today? You know, are you feeling all right?
We're just checking on you, Mrs. G, to find out if everything's okay.
Are you?
We understand you've got a lot of personal problems. It's very difficult, we know. Because we have them as well. But not quite as many as you have.
Well,
so,
the other thing I've just thought
count
of...
your problem. Count your blessings. No, whatever.
I've just thought of another thing is...
Oh, yes.
Put on an accent.
Oh,
Like...
a German
When I
accent.
talk in the German accent, it's really difficult to be depressed because that German inside of me just says, Val, just get up now. For God's sakes, get up and make yourself a cup of tea.
And
You
torture
have this
someone.
amazing life. You're breathing
You're braising.
clean air.
Are you braising people in the oven again?
Oh
What's
my
going
God!
on? All right, that's
a
not
little
good.
bit too sonzo.
That was too nasty. Right, stop it.
And kind of funny. I think the Holocaust is over long enough
Oh,
that you can...
no.
Oh, jeez, what?
No, you can't do that.
I can't do that.
That was too important,
much
a historical
important.
nastiness
Oh, God.
to ever... I mean, you can joke about everything. I agree. So, we joked about that. What else is going on?
All right. I think
Have you seen the show Sex Education? Why? What are you trying to tell us?
We do.
Oh, yes. Listen to this, Paul. I went to the doctor's today because I have a sore ankle. So I'm sitting in there, and Dr. Page, who is a young, she's about 12, came in, and she knows, she was, oh, hi, how are you? So she said, well, what happens with this? Oh, my blood pressure. They did my blood pressure. And they said, oh, it's a little high. And I said, yeah, well, I haven't been taking these blood pressure things because we're on this vegan nonsense. And I was told that if you're on vegan, your blood pressure will automatically go. And she said, well, is there anything else that's troubling you? And Val said, well, you know, his erections aren't quite as firm as they used to be. In front of the doctor. Can you believe that?
Sometimes I said, very occasionally.
So my manhood drooped even further,
Oh God, so it was hilarious.
and
Cause
she is laughing her socks
No,
off.
she
No,
didn't.
she was laughing.
Right, but didn't she get it mixed up to begin with? She thought I meant that you were peeing too much or something.
Oh yes, I said, no, I don't pee too much. But obviously my wife has a problem with my erection
I
now.
really don't, darling.
Yep. I was referring to the fact that if I have a few glasses of wine,
Right.
not. But never mind.
I must admit, it is horrible to be married to me who just blarts.
Oh no,
blurts.
we've got to stop again because our daughter's coming on.
Oh, right, yes.
Yes, so we
Okay.
can't talk anymore. It's too upsetting.
Anyway,
So, we are... yes, we'll look at this sex education from England.
okay,
We'll
yes.
have a laugh, I hope. I hope it's
Are
not
you
too
having a laugh?
disgusting.
Yeah.
But there we are. So, what has this got to do with depression?
Nothing.
Well, but it has. You see,
Ooh.
what we've done here is we've taken depression and made it funny and interesting.
True.
Yeah. So we've had a laugh again.
Okay.
So tomorrow morning when you're in your depressed state again,
I won't be in the depressed. If you come in tomorrow morning,
You
it sounds
overthink.
like, by the way, that we sleep in separate beds or something,
No.
which is not the truth.
we're in our king size.
Which sometimes feels like it's a separate bed because it is two single beds together.
But I do like it though, babe.
I like it too. Being apart from you. Being apart from
No,
you.
no, being with you, but
apart.
slightly, there's at least a foot and a half
A gap.
where I can stretch.
With you, but a gap.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
well,
we're going to cringe at the sex educator. Oh, do I want to cringe?
well, I tell you what was cringy was that
What?
Johnson and Masters one. Do you remember with that
Oh,
one?
that one, yeah.
Jesus, that was like... In fact, there's some really hot
We're very-
and heavy shows on
I know,
nowadays.
but it is this... the pilgrim thing isn't about sex. It's we really don't. We all get
Right, yeah.
Whereas violence is quite fine. We don't mind
Yeah,
shooting
that's
the head
true.
off somebody, but having sex, stop it, please. We're British.
Oh, God, right. Oh, we'll cringe, yes. Anyway, well...
Who's Joe Longo?
You know Joe Longo. You know, I wish you wouldn't do this.
Could you
like,
help
people
me?
come on and, you know, who's this? You don't remember... Who am I? You don't remember anybody.
You're a very strange woman.
So, oh, it's a comedy. Oh, right, okay. Well, we like comedies. Yes. Actually, sex is kind of a comedy. It's quite
It is at our age
comical.
now. It's as soon as you take your clothes off, you can't help but laugh.
You can't help but laugh?
Right. If you and I are nude.
I know. Right. Okay. I
What?
think we need
well,
to...
what did you think?
Well, I
Right.
don't know.
Okay.
I think this hair up your nose is
got
requiring
to go.
special immediate attention. This is a 911 situation.
Horrible.
It has to be taken care of.
Okay, let's go pluck. No, did I say pluck?
It's going to go
Did I say that out loud? Right. We're going to go now. Thank you very much indeed for your time. We love you all. Share this with as many people as possible so we can become famous and move away to an island.
And I can be depressed on a log
There's no answer to
with a
that.
turtle.
Say good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.